This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. Rolex timepieces typically maintain their value well. Their stainless steel sports models are well recognized for both maintaining and exponentially rising in value. As the brand becomes more well-known globally, it becomes much simpler for some designs to develop what can be called a cult following, which sharply raises their value. There's a good chance that the value of your watch will rise if you take good care of it. You have a very good chance of your watch keeping its value and possibly increasing in value within a few years because of Rolex's exceptional expertise in the luxury watch industry. In today's video brought to you by the Luxury World, we will be taking a look at the current Rolex models and which of these models should you buy or pass. If you still have not subscribed to our channel, make sure to do it now so you can stay updated on our future videos. We will start with the Rolex Datejust, which is always an under-list watch. This timepiece was in the window display before the last 2 or 3 years of the Rolex market. You could easily go buy something, and you usually received a discount. Considering the Rolex market and given how things are with sports models today, everyone wants a Rolex. So to get one, even a lady's Datejust or a man's Datejust, they will grab it to just simply get higher on the list. For example, here is a Rolex Datejust in a 41mm case. This is the brand new model that is in the steel and gold case with Jubilee fluted bezel and black dial. It's a nice watch, but unfortunately, they had a price rise recently in January for all Rolex models. With relation to the market, it has completely altered. Specific Datejust models were available at Rolex AD, but if it were a steel version, it's more valuable, although the steel and gold are no longer as valuable as it once was. Due to the outdated concept, you must exercise caution before taking anything, even if it promises you of being able to obtain any sports watch you desire. There is no explanation for why these timepieces are so hard to get. This is being offered to clients, and it's not a good idea because their selling price is significantly more than too much. For the men's watch, it's a good idea to seek the highly sought-after dials. The steel models don't necessarily need to have the fluted bezel, but they can have the smooth bezel and they can have the combination of either the Jubilee or Oyster bracelet. Compared to the two, Jubilee is the more sellable and sought-after piece, which makes it cost more slightly depending on the model. You can have any of the steels that comes in 41mm, but you should go for the blue dial. Moving forward, we have the Submariner, which is undoubtedly one of the most coveted watches from Rolex. Many people prefer this model because of the cleaner and classic looking of this watch, but there's a shortage in its supply, especially the one in steel and gold. We got here the blue one, so here's the watch reference known by many people. It comes with the blue Darling bezel or the black down bezel. As a great watch, it belongs to the overlist watches, so we cannot expect to get this and sell this one for a premium. When you attempt to go to a local Rolex retailer today, there is only a small chance you get these easily. It's better to get your money for the steel ones that are readily available, so you need to take a hit on getting the steel watch that you want. You also must bear in mind how much you are willing to lose. Some stores are also giving extra discounts, so you just have to be wise about grabbing that opportunity. We are currently returning to the past by utilizing some of the models that you are being provided in a situation where they are under watch list. Therefore, let's investigate a few of the larger pieces and talk about them. The next one is the steel and gold Rolex Daytona, which comes in 3 dial combinations. So we got the champagne and the least popular black. This watch is currently at £16,000, which was only £14,000 in the last few years, so we had a decent price increase in this watch. Most of the watch prices are worth today depending on the dial choices. In getting watches, you mustn't choose just the right dial, but the colors as well. Another watch that we have here is the Rolex Day-Date range, and what we have is the yellow gold champagne. This is an underlisted watch and the retail price on this watch is near £30,000 to mid £30,000, which is depending again on the dial combination. If you are taking a day date, even if it has a nice dial, you must take a look at the dial combination to make sure it will not be worth less than what you paid. This watch also comes in rose gold, and surely everyone is talking about this, and it's the anniversary green rose gold Edit Forte. Everyone knows that green dials associated with Rolex are one of the most sought after dials, whether it's the old GMT that has been discontinued. Going back to the Submariner, they now come in two variations, which are in solid yellow with 18-karat yellow gold and white gold. If you have plans on selling a watch shortly like this Submariner, you must remember the time it would take to sell it at a good price, especially if you are placing them in the second-hand market. If you're replacing that watch, then yes. If you wish to wear it, please do so, because you don't need to flip it immediately, and you can still sell it in 6 or 12 months. You can either sell it for a profit or not. Thus, that is how buy and sell takes place. One of the best models from Rolex is the Steel and Gold Ruby. It's a popular watch that is prominent, and this watch becomes popular because it gives a different look. So for example, we have the Blue Submariner, a classic expensive watch that you can buy or flip for a massive profit. For some GMT, you don't need any advice on which of this is a good buy. It's a big yes for Batman and Batgirl, while for the Pepsi Jubilee Oyster, it's a yes too, because it's worth a lot more than the retail price. When considering flipping them straight away, you must see where you can keep your money more. Let us talk about the Steel Sky Dweller range. So there are 3 model variations which are white, black, and blue. For the blue ones, it's worth the buy including the black and the white. So whether you can hold it or flip it right after, you can get good money for it. The precious metal Sky Dweller is indeed an underlist watch, which is why if you choose between solid gold and rose gold, it's better to pass on the rose gold, because it's down to the right dial combination. Unless it's the chocolate dial, then you can go for it. The way of the market in the Sky Dweller has currently become an underlist watch, and the Oyster Flex Sky Dweller, which is now the modern version, is an underlist watch. Unless it's steel or steel gold, it's worth stealing one for a good price. If you're trying to find a deal and looking for a good steal, then take it without a doubt, especially when you're ready. You can suffer a slight loss only if you're willing to take risks. The Oyster Perpetual range has been made available to a lot of folks, which is available in 34mm and 36mm, as well as in 41mm. You must be quite cautious when choosing one. Normally, people get that offer quite a lot, but it's worth a little bit. Being smart in comparing prices to each model does help in giving you a good shot. How about the other watch companies like Omega and Breitling? We know there are a lot of watches for the money and do have the financial level watch. You can say yes to these watches, but you can't expect that they will give you more money and become rich out of it alone. What are your thoughts on the current Rolex models, and which models should you buy or pass that we discussed in this video? We would like to see your answers and opinions in the comment section. If you like this video, we will be glad if you let us know that too. Don't forget to follow us and give us a thumbs up. Once again, this is The Luxury World, and we look forward to seeing you again in our future videos.